was trying to figure out how I'm going to follow the singers, but now I'm going to follow Jack Boanka. Let's give him a hand. Been around for 60 years, or however long it was, Jack. You and I have been together for 30, and I can tell you it's been a great ride for me. Like Charlie Stringfellow, I never thought I'd be celebrating 100 years in the automobile business. But here we are. And what an incredible experience, 100 years. It takes us back to the First World War. That's longer than most countries have been around. So if you're someone like me, you ask yourself, how is it you spent your entire career in the same business with the same association? The answer is obvious to the dealers in the room, because it's the automobile business. It gets in your blood. But people I know and other associations tell me it's highly unusual to stay at the same association for your entire career. And I say, yeah, it's the car business, and you don't understand. And that's the truth. But how about that father-grandfather thing? How is it that 3 staff leaders out of 4 over the past 100 years were Murphys? Well, multi-generational family enterprises aren't unusual in the automobile business. But giving the association management profession its due, it's pretty weird for associations, because the principals and associations don't own the organization. So there you have it. How did it get started? Well, my grandfather, Richard Murphy, got started at WANADA when he lost his dealership in D.C. during the Great Depression. His fellow dealers made him a staff of 1. He is heading up WATA, the Washington Area Trade Association. Oops, that's not right, not Washington Area. Washington Automotive Trade Association. As Charlie mentioned, WATA was the forerunner of WANADA. And then came Dad, Mike Murphy, who came on to WATA to working with Dick Murphy after a stint in World War II and a brief stint in a Oldsmobile dealership. WATA became Automotive Trade Association National Capital Area, or TANCA, in the mid-1950s when Dad became Chief of Staff. And then I came along after college. And I can only wonder, how I got into it. I mean, here was my granddad, been an automobile dealer. Dad had been off and fought in World War II, and here I'm just getting out of the University of Maryland. And I imagine it was a conversation that Mom had with Dad. It was probably something like, Jerry's going to be graduating from college. Why don't you hire him? I'm sure Dad said something like, Marguerite, you'd be serious. He was such a pain in the neck to raise. Why do I want to do that? He says, it's simple, Morris. Either you hire him or there'll be no more sex. He did. He really did. So anyway, we changed the name of Atanka to WANADA on John Orsman's watch. I can still see John tearing the flag down at the Hotel Washington. And then, from there I ran it until 2014 when my successor, John O'Donnell, took the reins, with me staying on as the in-house lawyer, a position I still hold. WANADA's longtime lawyer, Alan Jones, hates me in the role of the in-house counsel, because that makes him what? The outhouse counsel. I'm sorry, Alan, but that's life in the big city. As Jack Bohanka pointed out, WANADA was always ahead of the curve, due in large part to the fact that Washington area dealers have always been ahead of the curve, but also because of our Washington, D.C. venue. Being in a town with NADA, WANADA was always first ahead in the new directions NADA would chart, whether we wanted to or not. A prominent example was the Automotive Consumer Action Program we implemented in the 1970s and 80s. WANADA led the way for other dealer associations with AutoCap, consumer dispute resolution centers, resulting in WANADA participating in a White House conference and being written up in a spread article in Parade magazine. It was really neat. In the realm of training and education, WANADA went forward with ASE certification that Jack Bohanka founded, hitting the technician shortage crisis head on by fashioning mini dealership curriculums in public high schools that Dottie Fitzgerald and Harold Redden had a lot to do with. Mini dealership training offers students formal auto technology education instead of the traditional high school courses. From the mini dealership evolved WANADA's Auto Dealer Education Institute that blossomed at the community college level to home growing line technicians. That's a term of art, John, by the way. You might remember that from college. Home growing. I mean, they're shooting at you on your bicycle that day when you're riding across the campus. Yes, sir. And as to the saying, more things change, more they stay the same. This couldn't be more true of the Washington Auto Show that goes back to WANADA's beginnings. It's one of the foremost auto shows on the industry's global circuit today. Here again, WANADA was able to leverage its DC venue as something important to the OEMs who recognize that Congress, for better or worse, is the industry's partner in automotive design. And what better way for OEMs to get the U.S. government's attention in a positive way than for them to display state-of-the-art products in Washington at the auto show. Indeed, Washington has become the public policy show, demonstrated tangibly when President Obama stopped by for a visit several years ago. I don't think a sitting president of the United States has ever come by. Maybe in Detroit. I think maybe President Bush went up there one time. But it was a big deal. Many people caused our Washington Auto Show to take wing in the industry, but clearly our past chairman of the board, George Dosh, is as singularly responsible as anyone for gaining show prominence that we've had in recent years. George, I'd tip my hat to you if I had a hat, but I don't. So I'll just say, thank you, sir. Correspondingly, we're pleased to have one of our OEM stakeholder leaders with us tonight, John Cosell, with Global Auto Makers. John, thank you, sir. Along with the Alliance of Auto Manufacturers, Global has been especially helpful in the ascent of the Washington Auto Show. Down on another lane of long-term programming, WANADA's insurance agency has served employee benefits needs of dealers for 70 of the last 100 years. 1947, WANADA's been in the employee benefits business for our dealers. And there's a good reason for that, because we provided group insurance solutions for its employees that their people need. Thanks to our dealer chairman, Ralph Mastintuano, and his committee, and our director, Ed Mulady, for keeping the trains running on time. And with this overview, it would appear that we've reached the still of the night. We're calling the doo-wop classic down memory lane. But even better, we're now at Saturday night at the movies, because next on the program is going to be a fabulous video that will round out the dealer history you heard. And those singers got nothing on me. You remember the song, the Drifters song, Saturday Night at the Movies. Saturday night at 8 o'clock, I know where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick my baby up, make it to the picture show. Everybody in the neighborhood is dressing up to be there too. Just like we always do. Saturday night at the movie, who cares what picture you see? When you're hugging with your baby, let's throw in the balcony. With that, I feel like Bob Hope, and I'll say thanks for the memories. And I truly mean thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a great ride. Now we're going to roll the tape. Thank you.